Computer design. Okay.
Not necessarily super
As a recording?
Yes.
So what do I explain first?
Explain your
What are you doing?
I'm a programmer, and talk about.
What are you working on right now?
Okay, hello, my name is Gruber Ndava. I'm the head programmer for Team Datalist, Team 2239 Datalist. Currently, our main project right now is working on the Limelight and Swerve Drive. We have our targeting system set up. Our Limelight is in the front of the robot, and we have created our target for this year. Current goals are we have gotten the Limelight reading the target already. We just have to make sure that it's supposed to follow the Limelight. The Limelight is following the robot target. Also, we're working on Swerve Drive. It's a new thing this year. We program ourselves. And that's going to work and get PID control loop on it. So it works a lot better than it did before. So our Swerve Drive and our Limelight are the main thing for this year.
How much do you enjoy?
Huh?
Do you enjoy programming?
Yeah, programming is a lot of fun. Some people think it's boring. You gotta sit on the computer all day, but it really is. It's a joy. We work a lot on. The team runs our programming. It's not things that the builders build, but programmers they can move in. It's just a joy. They're working in typing lines of code, but knowing that you make the robot move and what it does afterwards, seeing your progress, actually do something and see it actually work. And it's so much fun to program.
Cool. What are you doing?
Right now, I am designing the pickup system.
And I'm making a bracket.
He is making a bracket to prevent the ball from mislocation. So that means essentially we don't want the ball to get stuck under here, where my mouse is. I don't know if you can see it, but whatever. And that would be very bad. So what's going to happen is he's going to make a plate that goes across and prevents anything like that from happening. And then right now I made that part. Now I'm just seeing if I can pull in pieces, recognize what they are, and see if I can.
Why do you do it like that?
This. What size of the actual?
How do you like SolidWorks?
SolidWorks is awesome. I personally think it's better than everything else that's used. I'm okay at it. I'm not the best. I just like how it gives you the ability to put whatever's in your head and just show it to anybody you want. I mean, you can mis-explain a drawing. You can't mis-explain something that people see. That's what I like about it.
You have a wise brother.
This is essentially our prototype shooter. We design it in a way and where we have these are 4 wheels each, and so the ball comes in from here, and these are being powered. These are rotating because of these 2 motors on the back here. So as it's rotating, there's going to be like a hydraulic system that's going to push the ball into here, and then the ball is going to launch and head all the launch. Yeah.
Do you enjoy building, Shiva?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like getting I like doing hands-on work. I like getting my hands dirty.
Okay.
The videotape, give me your best face, okay?
What are you guys doing? Alright. Can you explain a little bit?
Hello, Carla. Friend, sister, brother, and
Robotics.
robotics button maker. What are you doing here with this contraption?
Currently, we are just trying to figure out a way to latch it onto the metal frame.
Yeah.
We're using these brackets, and I think we're gonna bolt this bracket and use this to just goes like that onto it.
Cool. Do you enjoy building?
I'm gonna get you the Go ahead.
What are
again.
What are you building?
Currently, we are building the intake for the balls,
Okay.
and we're using pneumatics and simple prototypes right now, prototypes of wood to just make a mock-up of how the balls will go in. We're trying to make metal ones right now, make that in metal, and hopefully that'll give us a better idea of how it works.
So you're trying to make a metal piece of this?
Yes.
Sounds good. Can you explain how the screw drive works?
The screwdriver? So the screwdriver uses two motors. Have a drive motor and below. We have a drive motor and this is a turn motor and a drive motor. Basically, it's all geared up to one wheel and to one. It's all geared up to one shaft. So there's two gears. So we come over here. On this shaft is the wheel, and so on this one shaft there's two gears on it, and one gear goes to the drive motor, and one gear goes to the turn motor. Basically, they both work together to turn the wheels.
Cool. Do you enjoy building?
I do. It's been 5 years now. I've been on the build team, so I quite enjoy building.
Cool.
5 years. A long time. Since 7th grade now?
Yes.
7th
Cool.
grade.
This is Finn from 2839 Daedalus, which is ECHS's robotics team. We're located in I-101 in the Flex building. So let's head into the shop. So we have a couple 3D printers here. Currently we're printing out something for design, just a proof of concept. This is our marketing team. This is like half of our marketing team. So this marketing table, mind the message. And then this over here is for the game this year. We have to spin a wheel and we have to detect a certain color. So that's why we have this wheel here. So over here, we have our programming group. We have Drew here, he's our programming captain this year, and Nathan, he's sort of the programming guru, so to say. And this is our test robot. It's not our competition robot or our practice robot. It's just a drive base. The drive base that we're using is called a swerve drive, so we can turn the wheels in any direction and also drive. Over here is the remains of Atlas, which was our robot from last year. We've gutted it basically for parts. The main chassis is still there. Over here we're doing testing for this year's game. We have to move balls through a area, so we're trying to figure out what's the optimum drop. Over here we have solvers stations. So we have Connor, who's I believe our design captain, and then Bryce, who is right behind. He is also our other designer. So before we go to the shop, safety glasses always. So let me just
Thank
some
you.
to Aiden here. Alrighty, so welcome to our shop. This is our assembly area. So right here is we have 4 different benches, and then the auxiliary bench, which is just specialty tools. So each bench is led by a captain of bench, and over here we're currently working on our base that we're going to be using for our competition. Over here, we're building a new battery cart because our robots run off batteries. I believe that they're go-kart batteries. Specs are 12 volts, 12 volt batteries. Then behind us here is our clustered area that is our part storage. So we store things by how much we use them. So at the front are things we use the most. In the middle, we use these a lot, but not as much as the stuff in the front. And back here is odd stuff that we might not use, like ratchet straps, rope. Over here, this is our electronics bench. I'm working here this year, and this is our one of our test boards that we have. Over here is a surrogate board that we can just throw on a current robot, and it will work. Tons of tools, soldering capability. And oh yeah, you might have seen this. We have safety checklists, which are really, really important to make sure our shop stays clean and safe. Now over here, we have our in-shop computer. We have this because we might need to pull up plans that we're doing. Like Connor could be in the other room writing up a plan, posts it on our drive, pull it up on here, and our shop people can build it. So over here,
it's not going to be a super tight thing. We're just trying to get it.
This is the Crunch Zone building.
Currently,
I have no idea what we're building, but we're building something. Prototyping for, I believe, a pickup for the balls. So in here, we're on the clean shop. It's a little loud in here, so ear protection, and we have that sign there. So we have a variety of tools in here. We have chop saws, we have sanders, we have band saws, that was bad, a mill, a lathe, and 2 drill presses and a larger drill press. Over here we store all of our like big materials, so we have all of our metal here. We have bigger pieces in the back, flats here, bars, angle, and yeah, that's pretty much it for here. So let's head back to the shop and I'll explain the game. Okay, so the game this year is a little more complicated than games in the past, but still, it's what First would give us. So there's these little yellow dots. That means that one of these is going to be positioned there. So this is called a power cell. They're like squishy balls, like a dodgeball. And so at the beginning of the game, you start here. So at the very beginning, so for example, if we were the red team, we would start here, and we would have to deploy in the first 15 seconds, which is called the autonomous period, which means we are not allowed to control the robot. It has to be run completely on its own code. We'd have to score into this target zone, which has 3 slots in it, 1 at the bottom at around ankle level, and then 2 at the top, 1 inset on the other. So the other one's a big hexagon that's up here, and the other one's a circle in the back, a couple feet back. So at the very beginning of the game, you have a double point modifier when scoring. So if you put 1 at the bottom, it's 2, 1 in the hexagon, it's 4, 1 in the circle, it's 6. But once the autonomous period ends, and we enter something called teleop, which is when us, the drivers, can control, we then, each one is 1 on the bottom, 2 in the hexagon, and 3 in the circle. So we, this year, have quite a tricky challenge because you either can pick up from the ground or you can pick up from your loading station, but we cannot load from this loading station. We would have to load from this loading station all the way across the field, and the only way to get across is by going through this tunnel called the trench, which is where you saw this color wheel earlier, or going through the middle. And going through the middle, it's a little bit difficult because there are 3/4 of an inch ridges that you have to go over. And with our drivetrain, that's pretty hard to do because our wheels are so small. So we were actually designing our robot to be able to fit underneath that, which is 2 feet 4 inches. We have to fit underneath 2 feet 4 inches. So the game works in like a sequential thing. So once you put 9 of these in, you get through stage 1. Stage 2 starts at the beginning of the teleoperated period, and stage 2 is completed if you put 20 of these in the target zone. Does not matter which port they go in. You need 20, and then you need to spin the wheel in between 3 and 5 times. After that, the next stage happens when you put 20 more in, and then you set the wheel to a specific color. And the color is given to you via the code that that the field system is giving you. So, but there's a time limit on each match, which is around 2 minutes 30 seconds. So in the last 30 seconds of a match, there's something called the endgame period, where this year, in endgame period, you have to go to the rendezvous point, which is also part of the shield generator because it's Star Wars themed this year, and you have to hang up on a bar and balance the bar for your robot to score points. You need ranking points, which are these points that you earn by doing different tasks in the match, and there's 4 ranking points every match, no matter what. 2 for winning and losing. If you get a tie, both teams get 1, but that's unlikely. The next one is if you complete all 3 stages within the allotted time, and then the 4th one is if you have at least 2 robots hanging on the rendezvous point, and it's balanced, which is 65 points, which you need 65 points in order to get that. But if, for example, you have 3 robots and it's not level, you still get the ranking point because you have over 65 points for climbing. So our goal is to get all 4 ranking points every single match, so we're number 1 in the lists, and then we get to pick whoever our alliance partners are in the finals. So, good luck, Tigers.
Andrew did not mess up my shot.
Chain needs to be a little tighter.
Elliot.
Whoa! Oh! Woo!
Kind of need the...
Still going?
Yep. It's good. Bye, buddy. Yep. It's good. Almost made the bottom.
Let's go get those last two done.
Steeper, we might.
Do it from here, you don't have to keep doing that.
Oh yeah.
So it's a
Technical difficulties. And we're back.
go, here we go, here we go. Thing with spray paint is you gotta keep moving, even though I know I sound like an idiot. I am not one, I assure you this. So, I believe that that is the final.
Technical difficulties. And we're back.
Let's do that.